Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we get an update on the Neely 3-Chamber Still. My name is Miss Becca Sue Neely. Please join me in welcoming my co-host Steve Akeley, as well as our special guests, Justine Mays, Jeff Andreezy, and Matt Modica.
Hey gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Hey there.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, we're going to be talking today about the 3-Chamber Still at Neely. What's going on with it? I know the audience wants to know. They love this kind of stuff. They want to hear what's happening, and we'll have Becca, to the best of her ability, fill us out what's happening with it right now, and we'll get a great live update after the break. For right now, though, Becca had a statement. I got a statement. Not the usual just throwing out a question. It's just statement time. So what do you got, Becca?
Yeah, I've got a question for you, Steve.
Okay.
I'm
All right, here we go.
I'm completely flabbergasted right now. I'm confused. I don't know what's happening.
All right.
What are you wearing?
This is a Tommy Bahama sweatshirt I just got. This is a great sweatshirt because I don't have anything like this. Normally I've got the ones, that are lined and stuff like that. This is the sweatshirt that is right after a long sleeve t-shirt. So you got your long sleeve t-shirt would be the least protection you can have as things begin to get a chill. This would be the next step up because it's a very thin sweatshirt. It's got what I like. It's a crew neck, but it has the little V cut, so it doesn't choke you. Sometimes I get a situation as a bigger guy, I guess. It feels like a crew neck's choking me a little bit. This doesn't have that. It's got the nice little relief cut there. I love it.
It feels wrong.
It does feel wrong, huh?
It feels, I'm looking at you and I'm like, I don't know who I'm talking
What's going on? It's Tommy. That's his logo right there.
Yeah, at least it's Tommy Bahama, but it just, it doesn't feel, it feels like I don't know who I'm talking to right now. It's like a whole, like a random person. I don't know who that is.
So here's the question. I mean, you're at home right now.
Correct.
Is this just your casual at-home attire, or would you wear it out?
I would wear it out, yeah. I would wear it out.
Or...
I would wear it to the shop, whatever. I wear stuff like this that's Tommy that doesn't have floral patterns and Hawaiian prints or whatever you want to say. And then there are people that will show up and be very disappointed. They'll be like, "What are you wearing?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And they're like, "Well, you're the Tommy Bahama guy." And I'm like, "Well, look, this is Tommy Bahama." And they're like, "No, it has to. It's like a Hawaiian shirt you should be wearing." I don't know. I've been out grilling all day, so I did brats in the morning, which is simple, but it's kind of a chilly day here. I think it was 39 when I was out this morning.
It was cold this morning.
Yeah, and then I've been working on ribs, which I got the final stage of that going on now. I'll be eating when I'm done here. So I've been in and out all day, and I don't have a Traeger or something like that. I'm actually out there doing my thing, artistic-wise, so, yeah. Yeah, so I
like the whole set it, forget it. I'm good.
I needed a little bit more than the t-shirt, but not as heavy as a sweatshirt. So this is what you got tonight. This is not good, Justine and Becca.
It's just confusing. I don't know who I'm talking to. It's like your doppelgangers here with us, and I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. It's just weird.
Thank you. Yeah.
To me, it's just the first sign that Steve's going through the change.
going through the change.
Yeah, I mean it's like your alter ego. Like we need to come up with a name for your alter ego when you wear attire like this.
I thought it was I'm a Tommy Bahama guy. I didn't know I'm necessarily tied to the Prince. This is still on brand.
Aren't you though, Steve?
Yeah.
Aren't you though?
I kind of. I mean, I feel like, again, I'm a big guy, and I feel like the Prince help, break things up, so you don't look as. I mean, I get it. I see pictures of myself. I'm like, oh shit, look at that fat ass. So I get it. But in the morning when I leave the house, I'm like, oh, this is going to look pretty good today. And then someone takes a picture at an event. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
I will say that looks like a nice Key West sweatshirt.
It does. It's kind of got that feel. It's a Key West color. It's a Key West color
down. Mm-hmm. Those like sometimes those Key West nights are a little.
Yeah, this will be going to Key West with me. Well,
kind of like when you're like sunburned and your skin hurts, but you need to be covered. Like
I'm really enjoying this. Yeah, well, this has felt good on all day. So yeah. Well, so it's nice. All right, I've got I've got a statement. This is more for the group. I think most of you were involved in this incident. I don't think Matt, but I think maybe everybody else was. Last week, I picked up a bottle, and I had it up here in the studio, and it was, oh my God, it's Amy. It was uncracked, and I was like, I don't know if I should open this or not. And everybody's like, open it. And then things were fine, and then someone heard the show and lit into me. What are you doing drinking my whiskey? And I'm like, well, I found this. I thought I could open it up and enjoy it. She's like, that is mine. And I already have one that's open. I'm like, okay, well, then where was that one? She's like, well, I hid it from you so you wouldn't drink it. Well, I was like, well, I found this one unopened. I just thought I'd open it and then drink it. And then it could be the one that we drank. She's like, that's my whiskey. And then then she had to get another one from the shop that's unopened because she wants to keep one that's unopened.
This seems like an ongoing problem with Steve.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like it was not only what you do to Becca Sue, but also when you had her Deerhammer Blackberry Mead finish in the bag to take to share with people.
Justine was there for that.
Yeah, this seems like I understand in my home you do that and you're like, well, like it's just a couple minutes of like yelling and whatever. And it gets, but you shouldn't do that to your wife because you live with your wife.
Well, I don't. She drinks anything of mine she wants. So I don't understand.
What's yours is hers, and what's hers is hers.
Yeah, and this is what I'm finding out. I don't really understand it, but yeah. So, I got to keep this one because I'm told this is mine now. But don't touch any of hers.
Means it's both of yours.
She could come down. She may refill her bottle with what's in here and stuff like that. So yeah.
Steve, this reminds me of a story that when I was younger with Linda, earlier in our marriage, I made cinnamon rolls. And you make cinnamon rolls and you got the 8 cinnamon rolls, and depending on how you put them in the little dish in the pan.
Right.
There's always the one in the center.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the best
That's
one.
the tenderloin. That's the tenderloin.
Yeah, and that one is, it's nice and gooey and great and everything like that. And I put them down on the table, but I held that one back and put it on my plate.
You made them. It feels like.
Yeah, and I put it out for everybody, and everybody was like, "Where's the center one?" I'm like, "It's mine." And so I still haven't lived that one down, and I can't eat the center one anymore.
Yeah,
so.
Everyone knows that boys get the worst of what, like, not the worst, but you get the crunchy stuff.
Right. The
boys
crunchy
get
outer.
the crunchy stuff.
You get the burnt edges.
Right.
Yeah, you guys get the crunchy stuff. We get the soft stuff. That's how it works. You get the gristle. We get the fillet. Like, it's like that's how it works.
That's how it works.
That's like the universal knowledge.
Okay. Well, I didn't know this.
This public service announcement.
Yeah, I mean that's just that's how it works.
By the way,
how it's supposed to work.
On that show that the warden listened to and then got mad, no one was saying, Steve, you shouldn't drink that, you shouldn't crack it. Everyone was like, do it, open it up, and then so I did, and then I got in trouble. No one was like,
it's our fault.
Right, exactly. No one was like, hey, you
blame, I see. Okay.
Both Justine and Becca have given me a talking to.
So if we said to jump off a fucking cliff, you're going to do it because we said so? It's not our fault because you chose to listen to us when we're giving you bad advice. Knowingly, you knew we were giving you bad advice. You knew we were leading you in the wrong direction. You knew what we were doing to you. We wanted to see you fail, Steve.
Well, I did.
And you chose to fail.
I did when the show aired. I got in trouble. Thanks to you.
As you should. You chose to do that.
Right.
You had the ability to go, and you knew it too, because you went, ooh, I know I'm going to probably get in trouble for this.
Right.
Pop.
Yeah.
And you said, I'm going for it.
And it's not like you don't have 500 other bottles around you.
Thank you, Justine.
You're a brave
None of that
man.
was stated when it was happening. None of it was like you got 500 other bottles.
I wasn't on the show, so.
I feel like you were. You were there in spirit then.
I was listening in my truck like I always am,
Right.
and I'm thinking, Steve, don't do it. Don't do it. I mean, I yelled that out, actually.
Did you? Oh, it didn't go well for me. Let's just say that.
Did she take the last bottle of the Deer Hammer mead from the shop?
No. Someone.
Me.
Yeah, Jeff did. Jeff bought it. He called me and said, "I want
I think I
Yeah,
got the last.
this is great. This was the last two. I did a photo of it on that last chance shelf. He called me right away, and Matt got the second to last one, and then Jeff called and got the last one. So
I feel like you need to buy the other half of that barrel to redeem yourself.
hopefully the warden's listening. Yes, we did only buy half barrel, and there is another half barrel that is continuing to age. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
She took a bottle of it. She took a bottle of it to her brother.
To call Lenny.
In DC, and her brother in DC said this is great. So this just hits for her family. I think that's their favorite whiskey. So, yeah. So we should get that. I got to call Lenny anyway. I'm due to call him. I'll probably call him tomorrow and see if I can get that other half. And then I want to set him up to come to our bourbon festival thing. So that'd be a good thing he could bring for that. Pretty special barrel for sure. All right. So there you go. I feel like this was healing. I feel like this was. Yes, it was.
Maybe for you, not for Amy.
She ended up getting another bottle, so she got her bottle, and it's put away on.
Now here's the thing, though. Now it's a spite bottle.
Well, she got it.
Now it's out of spite. Like, it's not fun anymore. It's not special anymore. Now it's just a spite bottle.
She has
sour. It's going to taste sour.
Yeah, it's going to be like, this tastes terrible. And she's going to be like, she'll see, it's a spite bottle.
Okay, well, maybe. She has two bottles put away that she wants to give the kid who doesn't drink. This is a part of her family heirlooms that she's going to be passing along. Is this, oh my God, it's Amy bottle, and then one other one. I don't know that they're put away.
Next one we're going to call Steve. Don't touch.
Hands off.
Hands
off.
off. Hands off, Steve. So, yeah, there you go. On that note, guess what, gang? It is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Use caution if you're popping a new bottle. Make sure it doesn't belong to someone else in your household. And who's up first? Let's start with Jeff. Jeff hasn't started one of these. What do you got there, Jeff?
I haven't, and just this is all totally coincidence, but I got a package in the mail the other day. I couldn't quite read the cancellation, the stamp. AR blank 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 something Missouri. I got some Baumburgers here.
Whoa!
I don't know who sent it. And there was an index card with some really crappy handwriting that just said "shh."
Interesting.
Okay. That was good. Somebody talked over it a little bit.
I meant to.
She meant to.
That was on purpose.
Yeah, that was planned.
Becca, this came from the Fergus Falls Municipal Liquor Store.
I fucking bet it did.
It did.
It really did.
This one really did.
You need proof of purchase here.
I had nothing to do with it. I'll go next. I've got some Baumburgers here. Getting low. Meaning the next bottle I buy, I do have to keep at the house here because
of course. Of course.
Let's see what we got here. Jeff has the lead. That was not going to be enough to take it over. He had that fresh crack. So up next is Becca.
The funniest thing about this whole Baumburgers feud is that there's people who've been buying Baumburgers now, and they've come up to Royce and they're like, I just don't think I like Baumburgers that much. And I'm like, It's not
Give it
about
to
the.
Becca.
It's not about the fucking bomb
It's
burgers.
never been about the whiskey at all.
It's never been about the bomb burgers.
Right. People who fallen for that don't get it. So yeah.
It's not about the bomb burgers. That's
Right.
not what it's about. So I'm happy that you bought it. I think that bomb burgers is good enough on your shelf, but it's never been about the bomb burgers.
Right.
I want to make that very clear because there's people who listen to the show. Like, I didn't think it's that, and that's fine. Yeah. Anyways, speaking of drinking whiskey that's not yours, I've got some Leopold Brothers here, some of that 3-chamber rye whiskey.
Yes. Wow. Okay. A little slosh at the end, but I think that's our lead. I think she took over the lead from Jeff. Justine, you're next. What do you got?
I finally got my 3-chamber from Leopold open, but it's a screw top.
Screw top. All right. Not much of a crack there. All right. Matt, you're next. Matt, you lead on the cracks on the evening. So your crack was, this is fresher. Your crack was fresher than Justine's.
Yeah.
Fresher. Got a Neely single barrel pick from the ABV shop.
Oh, nice. Okay. Woo, that was good and clean. We're going to throw it to Justine. Who has the win here? Is it Rebecca with her crack? Little slosh at the end of that? Or Matt's was clean? I feel like Becca's was louder. Matt's was clean. What do you think here? This is a tough call.
I'm going to have to go with Matt's because it was cleaner.
Okay. All right. Matt wins. Becca, you may feel that's wrong, but you have to live with it. That's the rules.
Cheers,
so cheers,
Matt.
gang.
Cheers.
Ooh, this Bomburgers is okay.
Wow.
All right. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about the 3-chamber. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show. All right. Grab one of those. Oh, boy. Oh, God. It's George T. Stagg we just throwing around here at the ABV Barrel Shop. You're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about Neely's 3-chamber still.
Yes, we are. So, Becca, we've talked about this, from the whole process too. Hey, we're going to do this. Hey, it's being built. Hey, it's exciting. Hey, it got delivered. Installation has started. Piping is going on. Where are we at right now? Where does this stand?
We've got some pretty major piping going on. There was some of the stuff you guys maybe saw the video that I posted of me and Royce putting up some pipes. But that was like some just really basic things of just like follow directions. Right. We've had our pipe guy out this past week, and he's been getting the steam hooked up to it, which was a very extensive process.
I'm sure. You got to know what you're doing there. That's the potential to blow the place up if you don't do that right. So
a lot of black iron piping going in this past week from our boiler room into the 3-chamber room.
Okay.
And I think that the steam is there now. I think that we've got the steam hooked up, but obviously there's still a lot of adjustments of different pipes that need to happen.
Yeah.
But like we're kind of cruising right along at this point.
Okay.
So black iron pipe, huh? I just always pictured stainless for some reason.
I don't know. I am not the person to ask about why it's black iron instead of stainless. Black iron is what they have coming over from.
I think because of the pressure, I would think. Stainless isn't as thick as that black iron, and it feels like it's under tremendous pressure coming over from the boiler.
And like we had like a welder out doing all that stuff, and like everything's pretty intensely piped in. Like that day, we did that on Friday, and so like Friday, and we were super busy. We've actually been super busy considering that construction we have going on.
Right, it's your video.
It is.
That was a great video. I don't even know how you do that.
Like, I'm so happy that when I went on your website, because they also they put the video on our web guy put that like right when you go to book your tour, that pops up first. Like watch this video so you know how to get there. And I have people be like, yeah, I luckily I looked at your website and it showed us how to get here, and so we just followed your directions, and I was like, that's fantastic.
Awesome.
And so we've been pretty busy, and so on Friday, like we were slam busy, but we were like the guys had to be out there to help like hold up the iron, putting in all that stuff while so it was a super busy day on top of just being busy in general. We also had all that going on, so that was a pretty there was a lot happening. Right. Don's been out there consistently he's been working the weekends and everything.
Yeah.
Because he works a whole completely different job. That he's not like a full-time pipe fitter for Neely Family Distillery. He does a lot of other stuff.
He's got other things he does.
He has an actual job that he does.
And he has a life too, I'm sure.
Yeah. So, they had a long day on Friday, and I think it's a little bit, I don't want to say easier, but I think easier things, like maybe not as much heavy lifting at least on Saturday. And I think it's going to be, we're close. Like we're getting really, really close.
All right.
To where we want to be at.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the first thing is that we'll make on it, but.
Right. I'm sure there'll be just practice runs at first. There'll be just probably water, just running through, just make sure everything works. And are there any leaks? Is there anything we need to address? There's a lot of piping there. You gotta check. So, but yeah. So okay, that's fun stuff. It's fun. Good to hear that it's coming right along, and I know everyone's excited about it.
People are pumped up about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to do, Royce has been working on a label for an agave spirit that we're going to do on it.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
So, aged agave spirit.
Okay. That's cool.
That's like pretty much the only spirit that we don't have in our portfolio is a tequila-esque thing.
Right.
And so that'll be one of the things that we do make on that 3-chamber still is going to be an aged tequila, reposado or whatever that is.
Okay.
So that's going to be one of the first things that we do on it maybe is going to be the tequila, but.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, I know Royce is really excited. Honestly, one of the things that's going to hold us up is this time of year is when Royce travels a bunch.
Right. Yeah.
The other thing that happened on Friday that was really exciting was Royce walked out from helping with that black iron, and he walks up and he shows me his phone and he goes, I'm supposed to be in California next week? And I said, what? And I see his email. I hadn't got a chance to even look at my phone. I had the same email on my phone. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, he goes to San Francisco tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And he found out on Friday. And I know that he had spoken to our reps out that way early. I think he had spoken to them on like a Zoom call or something about it.
Okay, right.
But I was not on that Zoom call, so I was not present during that. And so
that's not good for Royce.
Yeah, luckily they had emailed before.
Giving you time to at least put it together. Not that you want to go at that pace. Usually you want to kind of prepare things at your own pace, but
yeah, he's got to go to San Francisco for a week.
San Francisco for a week. Okay.
Yeah, so and then he's back for a few days. We got Derby, and then right after Derby, he goes to New Jersey.
Jersey, okay.
For I think another week. I think in Jersey. So
okay.
This like I said, this is our time of year where we've got a lot of stuff happening. We got our event back in Minot in June.
Oh yeah.
And
might be going to Cleveland in June.
I don't know. I see. That's actually, I think that's part of one of the weekends where it's kind of weird right now.
I'm only going to go if you guys go.
Yeah, we just have a lot of.
If you guys don't go, I'm out.
What was the dates on that, Steve?
15th
or something like that.
I can look it up real quick. Just give me a second here, and let's see. Let's see if it's been eliminated already or not. Let's see here. I'm on the calendar. Let's see here. I'm scrolling down. June. Okay. Yeah, that would be like June 13th and 14th in there.
Yeah, we had another thing that came up too with some stuff over in California that weekend as well.
Okay.
So I can't because I have to work currently on that.
I wasn't excited about that one because it's single malts and stuff. It's not really my wheelhouse.
And then we've got the Evansville Bourbon Society on the 11th.
Okay.
Chelsea Gaines is going to be down visiting the week before that.
All right, I'll be down there then.
I figured.
My schedule
just
freed up. Yeah.
Suddenly the schedule has opened up.
It just freed up.
Cleared.
It just freed up. So yeah.
Chelsea will be down visiting. Suddenly everyone's like, "Oh, what week is that? First week in June, everyone."
Hey, Chelsea missed me when she went to Key West because I plan all this stuff. She missed me. She was like,
actually did. She missed you in Key West.
Yeah. I earn my keep when it comes to Key West because I set up a lot of stuff. So yeah.
She loves that.
Yeah. We got a lot of cool things we're working on for the next one. So yeah.
I had our distributor ask about that, by the way, Steve.
Oh really? Okay.
When they're like, "Oh, is that a whiskey festival not happening?" And I was like, "It always happens." They're like, "Well, we haven't seen anything about it." And I said, "Well,
it's low key. It's
not
public,
really like posted on stuff." I was like, and we kind of like figure it out as we go. But they said that they'd love to be a part of it if they can and whatever they can do.
Yeah, for sure.
We can talk about that on the next show.
Yeah, there's got to be a ton of excitement though around this 3-chamber. I went back out and watched Leopold's. He's got a couple videos. One is making the bourbon or the whiskey, and then the rye. He was making a rye. But then the vinegar video too. That was pretty cool.
Yes. Yeah, I talked about how cool that was. Somebody ripped me online. How that's stupid, but it's not stupid. No. I mean, watch the video where Todd talks about that and the history of that. People are just.
It's not stupid at all. It's really, now I don't think that we'll be making any vinegar on ours.
Right.
But I think it's cool, and it's a cool like history thing about it, and it's.
And he was just looking for a fun project to do.
Yeah, we've got a big. I don't know if you knew this or not, Steve, but so when you look at the 3-chamber room, it's a huge room.
Right.
There's a huge open space above. Jeff, you've seen it, like right above, like when you look at it, there's a huge open space of like that copper wall. And so Royce has a huge sign that's going to be put up there that talks about the 3-chamber. And then he told me he was going to do that, and we drove by on the front of the distillery, where like you can see it from the road, and there's a big black beam that goes across like between the windows. And I said, "Honey," you got to put a sign on that says it's a 3-chamber still. I said, because because there's going to be lights that shine down on it, and so you can see it at night. And I was like, we need to have a sign across that black part that says like 3-chamber still, so that people don't think that we've put in a fucking column still.
Right. Yeah.
Because I know people be like, "Oh, I saw your column still," and I'm like,
No.
Hold on.
Slow your roll.
Stop the presses.
No.
Not a fucking not a column still. Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Right. But that's not who you guys are. Jeff's working on his social media. Just got a picture of a cigar.
I had to take a picture. I'm not scrolling.
No, just a quick picture and he's out. So yeah, cool stuff and lots of cool things going on with Neely. Obviously, we look forward to whiskey coming off of there, and Royce and I are working on a couple of cool
Steve,
things.
The other cool thing that's happening here,
yes,
is we've got a new spot to pick barrels at for finished barrels.
Okay,
really,
garage picks.
Garage pick. Oh, okay, yeah, cool.
It's a lot of fun.
We'll have to do a whole show about that.
All around we got some, classic cars out there, and we did the first one the other day, and it's kind of a blast hanging out up here and picking barrels.
Okay. Sounds cool. On that note, we're going to wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Matt, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me on LinkedIn, Matt Modica.
All right, Jeff.
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Cigar Dojo, Jeff Andreezy, 2 I's and 2 Z's.
Justine.
You can find me on Instagram at JA_mates.
Miss Becca Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Becca Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley across all social media. ABVnetwork.com is where you can find our content. ABVBarrelShop.com is you can find out what we have going on in the world of the ABV Barrel Shop, the world's only single barrel store, a title we still hold. So check us out online, ABVBarrelShop.com. Miss Becca Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
That'll do it for today. We'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.